Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Puji Lestari, and now I would like to present my poetry's analysis. The first poetry's analysis um, about with title On Love by Tahlil Gibran. Okay, um, I will read his poetries. Okay, On Love. Then said Almitra, "Speak to us of love." And he raised his head and looked upon the people, and there fell a stillness upon them. And with a great voice he said, "When love beckons to you, follow him, though his ways are hard and steep, and when he winks and falls you yield to him, though the sword hidden among his pinions may wound you, and when he speaks to you, believe in him. Though his voice may shatter your dreams, as the north wind lays waste the garden. For even as love crowns you, so shall he crucify you, even as he is for your growth, so easy for your pruning. Even as he ascends to your head and caresses your tenders, branches that quiver in the sun, so shall he listen to your roots and shake them in their clinging to the earth, like sheaves of corn that gathers you unto himself. He forces you to make your need. He saves you to free you from your husk. He cleans you to whiteness. He kneads you until you are pliant, and then he assigns you to his sacred fire, that you may become sacred bread for God's sacred feast. All the things shall love do unto you, that you may know the secrets of your heart, and in that knowledge become a fragrance of life's heart. But even your heart you would seek only love's peace and love's pleasure. Then it is better for you that you cover your nakedness and pass out of love's praising flood into the seasonless world, where you shall laugh, but not all of your laughter, and weep, but not all of your tears. Love gives not but itself, and takes not but from itself. Love possesses not, nor would it be possessed. For love is sufficient unto love. When you love, you should not say, God is in my heart, but rather, in the heart of God. I don't think that you can direct the course of love. For love, if it finds you worthy, directs your course. Love has no other desire but to fulfill itself. But if you love and must needs have desires, let this be your desires, to melt and be like a running brook that sings its melody to the night, to know the pain of too much tenderness, to be wounded by your own understanding of love, and to bleed willingly and joyfully, to wake at dawn with a winged heart and give thanks for another day of loving, to rise at the noon hour and meditate love's ecstasy, to return home at advantage with gratitude, and then to sleep with a prayer for the beloved in your heart and a song of praise upon your lips. And this is about my elements of cultural identification. The first about theme. This poem is about love, like the title of the poetry. And the second is message. Loving someone is not easy. Therefore, when we decide to fall in love with someone, then we must have a strong desire to always make the people we love happy with the gentleness of our nature. And the third is about meaning. Love does not always bring pain, because basically the want arises because of a lack of understanding of love by oneself. And the fourth is about diction. Most of this poem uses connotative diction. where each word has a different meaning from the actual meaning. And the last is about figure of speech. The first is paradox. Into the seasonless world where you shall laugh. This is the example. And the next is association. The example is, and he raised his head and looked upon the people, and that fell a stillness upon them. And the third is metaphor. For even as love crowns you, so shall he crucify you. And the fourth is personification. When love beckons to you, follow him and blah blah blah. And for the fifth is hyperbole. Though his voice may shatter your dreams, as the north wind lays with the garden. And the sixth is metaphor. Though his ways are hard and steep. And the last is association. Though the sword hidden among his pinions may want you. And this is the second poetry's analysis. I take this poetry from my friend Poetries with the title Remembering You in My Poetry. Okay. Through the twilight of the cold sky, I can see the clouds that pierce your smile in my memory. In this poem, you will find an answer between tears and smiles at the same time. Find me in the silence of the night, through thousands of memories in happiness that are stored in my poetry. Okay, that is my friend's poetry. And this is my elements of poetry identification that I have um, I have um, I have got from the poetry. Okay, this is the first is about theme. The poem has the theme of memories, and the second is message. Enjoy the togetherness that exists as well as possible before that the togetherness turns into memories. And the third is meaning. Togetherness may end, but the memories that exist will always be engraved forever. And the fourth is about diction, comparison in the use of the same connotative and denotative diction, where this poem still maintains its beauty element, even though it does not use too much connotative diction. For the last identification is about figure of speech. The first is personification, smile in my memory, and the second is metaphor, between tears and smiles at the same time, and the third is personification, I can see the clouds that pierce your, and the last is metaphor, through thousands of memories in happiness. Okay, I think that's all of my presentation today. Thank you for your attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.